As we continue on the journey of the mother wound in relation to men experiences, we are going to go into the next segment in Agiso Tongoi's book, Wounded, where she talks about Prophet Samuel. And according to Agiso, he experienced a disoriented attachment, where in 1 Samuel chapter 1 and verse 24, his mother takes him to Eli, who is a servant of the Lord, a high priest, after winning him. So this is a small boy, baby, who's been born and lived with a mother for a duration of time. And just when he's been introduced, to weaning, which is usually a big transition in the life of a child, then he is taken to Eli. So if I was to imagine being Samuel at that time, everything was good until I was fed, I was weaned, and then I was detached. All right, and so as he's taken to Eli, he is definitely about 2.5 or 3 years old, according to Agiso. And she says that the Bible says the boy was young. And she intentionally mentions that there is no mention of Eli's wife stepping in to offer the boy any emotional or other support that was made known to us. Obviously, the Bible has been edited over the different versions that it took to get to us when it did. And she says that as an adult, we notice that Samuel could not control his 2 sons, whom he made priests without consulting the Lord. So even after being in that God environment, he made faulty decisions that included or were in relation to the work of the Lord. And as he did this, Eli was still there. And Agiso goes on to say that those boys turned out just to be like Eli's sons, who are corrupt and perverted. And she highlights 1 Samuel chapter 8, verse 3. And Agiso notably says that this was very surprising because the Lord used the young Samuel to warn the older man Eli about the conduct of his sons. And this displeased Eli. As a man, when that mother wound happens, and especially a mother wound of unanticipated detachment. So I know of families where a child is born, and maybe because it was not the right time, or the mother is not at the right place, it feels like a little bit of a sacrifice on the part of the mother to do what needs to be done for the welfare of this child, or to serve a need in the family for this child. And that is not the problem. Again, back to the factory settings. What would it take for a man to be told, maybe at the age of 5, son, this is your default setting, and this is the template that you're riding on currently, which would only be able to guide the child as to, so this is not my full story, that there's a part of this story that's unattended to or incomplete, and that I have access to at my choice. So here we are, looking at Prophet Samuel, who's been given to the house of the Lord to serve God, and handed over to a man who also is having his own man issue, hence he's not able to control his own children. And Agiso says that could the inability to solve the problem and overcome the challenge of his wayward children be a symptom of Samuel's disoriented attachment? So as a father who might have experienced a mother wound, are you over-loving your son or completely neglecting him or relinquishing that leadership to the mother. Let's talk about